Welcome, everyone, to Anime After Shows, the channel providing you with high quality after shows of your favorite animes. Today, we are going to be discussing Healin Good PreCure episodes 1 through 12. I am your host, Nanohero, and our second host is someone you may be familiar with from his weekly PreCure reviews. Welcome, Adam of the AzenZone. How are you feeling today?
Good everyone. Somebody managed to pick me out of my cave and just bring me onto this show.
Yeah, I somehow tracked you down. It wasn't easy, you know. But do you have any coffee beans? Because I could kind of use some coffee beans right now.
I got some. I think I got some in my mail actually, but I'll get to that later.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead.
So
Sorry.
Before we begin our discussion, some PreCure news actually dropped a few days ago. Would you like to tell everyone about that news, Adam?
Yeah, that basically Crunchyroll is now going to be simulcasting. It looks like Healing Good. It should be in. Personally, I think it should be. I appreciate the fact that it's going to be getting a larger platform. I'm probably going to talk about this more in my review tomorrow. But basically, I'm just. I think it's great news to hear, but I'm a little concerned. I would say whoa. I'm concerned. How should I put this? I'm concerned people might take it for granted. If it.
Are you afraid of it becoming mainstream?
Honestly, a little bit. I've seen what happens to mainstream shows, and I do want it to become more popular. It's just that hopefully it doesn't get. Well, you can fill in the blanks there, like certain fandoms.
Oh yeah. We don't want any more toxicity. I don't.
Let's not name any names. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just say right now for this show, I'm glad it's gonna have a larger platform. Just also do think that maybe I get the feeling that part of the reason Crunchyroll decided to do it now of all times after we're 13 by tomorrow we're gonna be 13 episodes in, and it almost feels like they just did because they didn't have much else to put on their plate. So just say it's like that last, you have a little space on your plate at the buffet, and you're like, maybe one more. I mean, there's nothing else here that looks good, so just take that. It also feels like Healing Crunchyroll guide just because they didn't have much else because of COVID recently.
Yeah, I'm just glad that we're getting official options for PreCure. I hope it opens the door for
Absolutely.
Though I do wonder, is this Toy giving up on English dubs of PreCure?
Well, after Glitter Force, can you blame them?
So I am happy we could get at least a simulcast, but since we're getting a simulcast, is that going to close the door for more official English dubs?
I'm going to imagine so. There's always a possibility, I would say, in the future. So anything's possible is one of my beliefs. But right now, they first need to actually build a base for the fandom if they want to do dubs anymore. I think even if Glitter Force was great, it needed a stronger following if it were to be any sort of success.
Yeah, I like parts of Glider Force, but there's some parts I questioned about it.
Examples?
Uh, cutting episodes out.
Yeah, I made
Like,
a few I made a few videos of that.
oh, you did. I have no clue. Actually, that is how I found out about you. Your Glider Force.
Yep.
But like, I thought we were past those days. I thought we were past the cutting out episodes and children's anime. I thought we were past that. And
I think
I thought with it being on Netflix, we were definitely past that. Like, if you were just gonna cut out episodes, you should like put it on Nickelodeon or something. That way, more people could have been exposed to it.
I think there were like maybe plans to do it on a cable channel like Nickelodeon, likely Nickelodeon, and they had to and they were trying to set it up just in case for that for that sort of format. Also, I think Netflix also has strict formats for how many episodes you can do on there. Something somewhere is there's a format where can only do so many episodes, and they weren't willing to pay the dough for like to do more episodes, basically.
I don't know. Like, if you're gonna like cut out episodes that make sense and keep ones that do make sense. I'm just asking for a little consistency. That is all.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully, healing. I hope Healing Good does at least get a little bit of a following, not too much of a following that we get those fandoms. Let's not get into that.
I mean, it's a cute, magical, good anime target for little girls.
Yeah, and how has that worked out in the past?
I mean, I think for the most part that the PreCure community isn't too bad.
Yeah, the PreCure community now is too bad. I'm just gonna say from the most pragmatic standpoint, it's right now. If it gets a few more fans, that's great. If it gets those fans, that's
Yeah. So since PreCure is a like long running series, I want to know, like, how did you get into the series? Since you're more of a veteran, I want to know your PreCure origin story.
I remember like I think it was like a trip back. One of my very earliest trips to Japan, which I used to like take with my family annual trips to Japan, and we started like all the way back in my early college days. So that was like 10 years ago. So like the early 2010s. I think I remember seeing which one did I see? I think it was either go one of the yes seasons. I saw that was the first time I saw it. I was like, huh, that was interesting. Didn't really think about it that much, and then but then like of course few 1 or 2 years later, then comes out Hardcatch. I hear it's good. I check it out. I'm like, wow, geez, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't care. As far as magical girl anime are concerned, I was like, I could care. I wouldn't care about the girly stuff or whatever. Like, I was raised on Sailor Moon back in the day when my sister watched it. And I liked it fine.
So my story. So I found out about it. Don't judge me. I found out about it through 4Kids.
How exactly?
So so 4Kids had like a dub of like Magical Doremi.
Yeah.
Which is the English version of Odamajo Doremi. And as you know, some of the people who done that worked on Hardcatch. So through watching like Odamajo Doremi, I discovered PreCure, and I remember like a long time ago, and I think this was when Hardcatch like first like came out. I like watched the first couple seconds of that kind of looked cool, and I would like here and there and hear things about PreCure, and eventually, like a couple years ago, uh, I watched like Fresh PreCure, and Fresh PreCure is the only like season I've actually completed, which is why I want to do this show, complete more seasons. Though I am, obviously watching Healing Good, and like before that, I was watching Maho PreCure,
Hmm.
which I don't quite know how I feel about it. There's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff.
Hmm.
I,
It's one of those. Yeah,
I'm
I'll say
only
my thoughts for it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm only like 10 or so episodes in, so,
Yeah.
like I guess my problem so far is it wants to be like your Sentai Magic Go-Go show, but it also kind of wants to be a magic wizard like Harry Potter show,
Yeah.
and I don't think it quite knows which one it wants to be.
Yeah. I'll save my thoughts for that series when I get to it. But it's. I would say it's not exactly a beginner season. Should we say?
Yeah, like I was when it like first got announced, I was like super excited for it because
Mhm.
I was like a fan of like Odamajo joined me, which I haven't finished either. So I was hoping something like that, you know. So hopefully, it'll be uh good as I complete more episodes. So let's actually like jump into our like full on like conversations. So we're gonna talk about our like pros first. Did you want to go first of the episodes so far this season? What do you think so far?
Of Healing Good,
Yeah.
it's been. Oh, I think it's been a huge step up. I like if I the pros I would say are like one the more focus on the fairy characters has been just amazing. It's the fairy
Oh
characters
yeah.
to me. The fairy characters to me, like in any Precure season, can be um how do I put this gently? All right, so there are great fairy characters. Like last season, we had Prunesu and Star Twinkle. I thought he was an amazing character. But in that same season, we also had Fua, who was, as I say in my reviews, just a pure Deus Ex Machina. She didn't have much character to her, but she always had the solution to everything, be it like a new power up, teleporting the Precure away from trouble, or just whatever. It's like, why do we even need the Precure if the Deus Ex Machina baby is just going to do everything for us?
Yeah, I've seen some things of like Star Twinkle. It looks interesting. I know you have like some strong opinions about Star
Yeah,
Twinkle.
yeah, and people, yeah, and I know it's, I know, I know people like that series, and if they do, all the more power to you. I'm just gonna, I just didn't end up not really liking it. Having, I shouldn't say not like it. Frustrated. I was just frustrated with how like the characters just didn't really develop. There was, I could, if you want more of my opinion, just go watch my videos. I'd say,
Oh yeah,
but there's
I've seen your overview of it.
yeah. If you just want my opinion, so go watch stuff like my overview or even my individual videos. Just watch all of them. Shameless plug. But honestly, yeah. But back onto the subject of fairies themselves, I would say like Fua just Fua was just did I think just was too much of a problem solver. Here in Healing Good, the fairies are very well balanced. Like they're competent as they're just amazingly competent. They deserve to be called the heroines just as much as the Precure themselves, and they support them. But they're not the end all be all, and yet they're gutsy as all hell. Like in the very first episode, Rablin just like tried to take on the Mega Byogen. just insane. Like,
Yeah, I'm loving the mascot characters. The cute and I really do feel like they have like actual relationships with the kids. I can see legitimate like friendships with them.
yep, it's the friendships are strong. The character, the animation is much better than it has. There's still some badly animated episodes. Like, I think Aoyama's I mentioned there's one Aoyama episode, but well, even the Aoyama episode wasn't bad. I would say like Michiro Aoyama is definitely the animation director I found I've made the most fun of recently, because he always has like the same weird kind of not exactly on model faces for the PreCure, but his episode wasn't the worst, I would say, of what he's done. But in general, the animation has been great. I'm just glad that we actually gained longer fights after Star Twinkle had insanely short fights, and yeah, and the layer part, and just so I'm not always banging on criticizing Star Twinkle, I will also say that Hugto, a season I really liked, also had like some not so great fights in the latter half of it too. So I'm just glad that Healin Good is finding more of a balance these days with their fights and better animation. Voice acting is amazing in Healing. I would say like if like Nodoka is an obvious one because she's voiced by Aoyuki, the voice actress of Madoka Kaname, and just like pretty much like the queen of magical girls at this point.
Yeah, you know a lot more about like Japanese voice actors than I do. Like I'm really bad like knowing about like Japanese like creators and their names and stuff. It's something I hope to get better at, but you know.
But yeah, even from the standpoint of like not even knowing the voice act, like this just all right. Let me just put aside like my Aoyuki fanboying. I would say like all the voice acting has been great. Like from the fairies to the new cures like Chiyu and Hinata, who I'm not too familiar with their voice actresses, and yet I think they're pulling it off really well. There's a lot more just a lot more emotion, just so much great emotional scenes, I would say, because of the great acting and the great animation. Like in episode 2, and of course just the theming of like overcoming ailments and it's especially in these times right now, the idea of being able to fight like living embodiments of a virus is everything we need right now, I would say.
Yeah. So let me get to my pros, because I wrote down a like list. So I do want to preface this. I binge watched this, okay? So that may maybe like skew my opinion, because when you're like binging something like very early in the morning, you know. So first of all, I really like that the like first like introduction scene in the first episode with like Nodoka in the car, and I like when it pans to the other world, and like when I first saw that, like it looked grim. You see like some animals like injured and stuff, so that really uh gravitates to me, and I love Nodoka.
Yep.
Nodoka and Hinata are my two characters. Chiyu, we'll talk about when we get to our cons. I don't know. She hasn't. She has not been. When we get to the cons, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't hate her, but she's kind of like man. But I love like Nodoka's like curiosity.
Yep.
Like and her like backstory of her like being sick, and but that giving her motivation to want to like help people, that makes it very makes it like a very like enduring character, and like I really like to like call to action uh moment when the first monster of the week shows up and she helps like uh Raban, and like I said, that motivation of wanting to help people that are in trouble because she's been through being sick. You know that like really speaks to me. Like I liked all the first like transformation moments when they unlocked the precure forms. I think all those moments were done pretty like well, especially Hinata's moment. And oh my god, I love Hinata. She is a wonderful joy. She's like wacky, crazy, like I said, her and like Nodoka, I really like, and I like the opening theme for the series so far. I think the visuals are pretty cool. The song's pretty uh catchy, and I also
Mhm.
like the ending theme. I know you a fan of the ending. Isn't that your
Yep,
number one ending, right?
yep, number one, and I even have it on my phone.
So, what do you like about the ending for people who don't know your opinions about it?
Immediate thoughts is that it's insanely well animated for one thing. It's just like uh, I love the visual storytelling, like going through the seasons, the idea that the Precure will be able to protect us through all of the tough times, be it uh, the it's a it's a song about protect about about the Precure being there through the seasons, through the tough times, being able to like support them. It's just such an amazingly uplifting and powerful song that I think we all kind of need right now. And I just and the melody of it is just like uh, I'm not a music guy, so I don't know how to describe it all that well. But it's just like it. I think one of my friends put it best. Like it almost tells a story in of itself. If you just like take away the lyrics, take away the visuals, you could like hear it just like dramatically get more and more powerful and just like crescendoing at the right moment. It's amazing to me. How do I? It's and of course the dance is just like catchy and just like fun to watch. Fun to watch.
So, do you like the dances? Because I feel like people who never gotten to Precure sing those like dance numbers may turn people off. Like did that turn you off at first? You know.
Not all. I've always liked the dances. I've just uh, the first dance I ever saw was of course the hard catch one, and I thought it was just like goofy, and I enjoyed it. It's like Ken Maeda was just him. Ken Maeda did some amazing choreography for all of them, and he just like killed it. There's a reason why people still remember a lot of his endings to this day.
So how did you feel about the first like fight scene? Because I thought it was okay, decent, nothing too special.
Yeah, the idea of the first fight scene is that it's also like just an intro, and it's also calls back to the classic Cure White just taking the Cure White Honoka taking the monster, just flipping across the screen.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes of the original here and there. I might go back, might go watch it eventually. I know like Crunchyroll does have it, but it's like one of those old subs, those old like low tech subs.
Hmm. Does it?
So another so to kind of talk about the villains.
Yep.
One of the generals like I really like, and I might just like because she looks cute, but I like the female general.
Shindoine.
You're gonna make me say it, aren't you?
No, I'll say it for both of us. Shindoine.
Okay, Shindone.
So, or you could just I'll say for you, and you can continue.
Okay, so yeah, I really liked her. I just wrote down
Like her.
I just wrote down that she's cute. I'm curious what they're going to take her like character. You know, she seems to have like a crush on the
Big face.
yeah. I don't know if you know anything about what they're gonna take her character, because I don't know if you read any behind the scenes stuff or not.
I don't. I try to avoid spoilers, so I have a clean slate to work with when I do my reviews.
Yeah. So I really like the like healing like room bag. What do you think of that?
The what? Sorry.
Maybe I wrote it down wrong, but like the little bag they use.
Little bag. Oh, the little device they use to hold the healing animals and their tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very practical, I would say, device. Basically, it's the houses for the healing animals, plus they can hold all their tools in there too.
So how do you feel about this like about the main like theme with like the environment and the like doctor and stuff? You briefly talked about it.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's a great theme about base. It's a very environmentalist, obviously, but
Yeah, and I do think it is like a message that we need now more than ever with everything that's going on. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious how much they are going to like incorporate that. Are they going to like sugarcoat stuff, or are they gonna actually like commit to it? You know.
Well, I'm just like been looking at screenshots of tomorrow's episode. It looks like they're at least keeping for at least for this next episode. They're keeping what the usual stuff of the characters doing their doctor thing. So it's at least for now, it seems like they're sticking with that.
Yeah, and like you, I do really like the mascot characters. I like the relationship between the mascot and the like cheers. Okay, I will say one positive thing about you. Okay,
Okay.
I think it's super adorable when she laughs at puns and
Yeah, she
like
laughs at dad jokes, basically.
and like bad jokes and stuff. Like I
Dad. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I don't understand what dad joke is. I still don't.
It's just it's a term, like it's the idea that it's a really bad joke that your dad would say at inappropriate times.
Well, that can be subjective though. What a bad joke is.
Yeah, they're usually just bad puns, basically.
Okay.
All bad puns are considered dad jokes.
Okay. But yeah, when she, like her laugh is so adorable and like I really like that, and I guess I really like that like bonding episode between her and Hinata. I thought that was a pretty strong episodes.
Yeah.
Episode, and to get more into the episodes, I think the like first like 3 or 4 like intro like episodes are like pretty good, very like strong episodes setting up the characters, and I think each character had a pretty significant like moment. So,
Mm-hmm.
so and I also like the recap like intros at the beginning of the episodes. I know you. I think like setting a review, the kind of you found them to be cheap, right?
The little recaps.
The I know there's like a term for it, you know when they're talking to the camera, that they have the little sign and talking.
Oh, yeah, the intros. I don't mind them. I like to make fun of them because they're just so cheesy.
I like cheesies. I found them pretty adorable, me
Yeah,
personally. So, and oh my god, probably one of the best like episodes was that like two-parter when they had to face like three enemies at once and like splitting
yeah,
up.
yeah. Good. A good thing this season has over some others is that there really is feel like there's stakes and there's a time limit to everything. Like they have to like literally the idea of that two part was that they had to figure out better time management between like do they defeat one of these mega Byogans together and hopefully or split up and hopefully and be able to defeat them individually because the idea is that the mega Byogans get stronger with as their infection spreads.
Yeah, it can be really hard to make high like stakes for like a children's anime, especially like superhero type show, because you get used to the hero is going to win the day.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like these episodes did have that like stakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though I knew it would work out, and then I did like legitimately like feel bad for the like characters,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that they had like a nice follow up, which was the like latest like episode
Yeah.
where they having the training camp and Rebens feeling like bad and
Yeah. The strong thing about this series is that it feels very serialized, which I really appreciate.
yeah, and you could tell that the last like two episodes really took a toll on our like characters, and they're having to reflect. And we're only like 12 like episodes, and I don't know like how long this episode's going to end up being because of everything, but we probably still at least have a bit to go, and if they keep it up, this could be a pretty uh strong season.
Yeah.
And I love the rat guy they introduced. He's 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 something.
He's hilarious for one thing.
Yeah, oh my god, like he's hilarious, just over the top, like
And yet he's still threatening as all
yeah,
hell.
he's great. Those are like the best characters, the cheesy, ridiculous like villains you don't take seriously, but that can like mess you up. Like those are the most scary villains in my uh book.
Yep.
So let's get to our cons. Did you want to go first?
Yeah, cons like all right, so maybe I'll just start with my least favorite episode. That would be the reporter episode, which I criticized to hell because problem with that episode is like that was like the purest filler episode I would say of this season, and it just just it felt like how should it like it almost felt overly tropey. It had great moments too, like Chiyu and Hinata distracting the reporter. Those were great moments.
Yeah, I think it really shows how the friendship is growing and how much they care about the Doka. Like I really like that because you gotta remember these girls are like barely know each other.
And yet they're covering for each other, which I find great. Like the fact that they're concerned, like they can get concerned. And they're also very like have some great ingenuity with like distracting the reporter.
Yeah. So I kind of want to ask: do you think this reporter episode's better or worse than the one in like Happiness Charge? Because didn't Happiness Charge have one?
Yeah, and I also thought the Happiness Charge one was better, and of course the character. The idea of the character is that it's been a thing since like where there's PreCure, where there was a character named Moscow with the certain name Moscow. So this one was there was one in PreCure, another in Happiness Charge, and this one they're all named Moscow, though it different kanji, different. It's spelled differently with the kanji, so they're probably not related. But it's an inside joke basically for the creators.
Mm-hmm.
But that side, I would say like for one thing, in Happiness Charge, the reporter character was so much more likable than this little stalker.
Yeah, he came up like pretty creepy actually. Like
exactly, he's a freaking stalker.
Yeah,
that was the weakest episode for me. More general stuff, I would say like Dick. I feel like I really like Notika's big weakness that she has because of having an illness at a young age. She has a weakened immune system, therefore lower endurance than the rest of her teammates.
Oh yeah,
and yet sometimes
awesome.
That's a great trait. And and I really hope they keep that in the show. And right now, I would say like it's a strong trait, and yet sometimes I almost feel like it's not completely followed up on. Like it goes in and out sometimes. Like she can, like sometimes she can, like do a decent jog keep up with her friends during a jog, and then other times she's like completely tired out. There's a little bit of inconsistency there. Maybe it's just me and my overly and my overly focused on that stuff, but just a little bit more consistency with that would be nice.
I have to like step out real quick. Can you keep talking about your cons?
Sure. Let's see. Other little bits. The animation sometimes can take a dip, like I can't remember which episode. Let me just get my screen up here.
Okay.
Like the report. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back in. What were you saying?
I was just saying like some episodes are better animated than others. But overall, I would say the animation's better. Good. It's just like sometimes it takes dip.
So, do you have any more cons, or is that it?
Not. I get the feeling I know what one of your cons is going to be, so I'll let you do that, and we can discuss it a little bit more. Like you already told me what it does. So,
okay. Yeah. I do want to do my other cons first. Then we can spend. Okay, so I'm not like too big on the Queen design. I don't know how you feel about the Queen's design. I don't know. I don't really like her character design. How do you feel about it?
The fact that it's a big Doberman?
I don't know. It doesn't seem as creative and imaginative as some of the other like animal designs.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
I find it meh. Honestly, it's just like the Queen's design is just like Teatinu, I believe. She just it's nothing great, but nothing that really bothers me that much.
Yeah, and I also find like Latte kind of meh. Like I know they probably have a lot more character development to do for her, so she'll probably get better later on. Though I did like that like one episode where she's looking for the like mom. I thought that was so sweet and touching.
Yeah. But the fact that she can't communicate outside of her little outside of like using the doctor thing.
Yeah. Like baby mascot characters are like baby characters in general are hard to do right. So
yeah, I think she's one of the better ones, honestly. She's cute, and she does provide a service without being overpowered.
Yeah. Okay. So, are we doing this? I guess we're doing this. So I don't hate her, okay? I don't hate Chiyu. She doesn't like grab me like the others. Like Nodoka has that like very enduring quality. She has like a good great backstory, her being sick and how that drives her, and like Hinata's has that like wacky, unfocused, like all over the place personality, but still caring, and she still like works within a team like environment. So, but Chiyu, I don't know. She's just not. Maybe I'm not seeing something. I mean, she's hardworking. I did like her focus episode with the gymnastics, but I don't know. She just isn't as interesting as the other characters. Maybe the problem are the other characters are like too interesting.
That could be it. That could be it. I would say of the 3 intro episodes we got, she had by default the weakest. But I wouldn't say she's a bad character.
I'm not. Like I said, I don't hate her. She's just like if I had to pick cons, which was kind of hard for me to do. But if I had to pick a couple of like cons, like that would probably be like. And I'm sure she'll get better, but I don't know. She just seems like the typical, like good student, hardworking kind of like kid. So I'm hoping she would get better. Like, am I? Is this like something I'm not seeing about the character?
You're not wrong to feel that way. There's always going to be some things that don't grab others as much as some things that's not going to grab others as much as others. For me, I overall like her because she is so deadpan sometimes and snarky, and has some of the best reaction faces. Like I even made a joke of it, like just counting her reaction faces.
Yeah, like I like that part of it, but like I guess like character development wise compared to the others, like I'm just not seeing anything. Like I really do want to like it. Like I'm hoping over time for doing these, maybe I can see her at a better light. I don't know. People who do like it, like tell me why do you like it? What am I not seeing? You know, maybe I'm just not like seeing anything, seeing things. But yeah, I'm not like too big on her. But yeah, those are pretty my cons. So we are now into a freeform conversation. We can talk about anything about like PreCure. So one of the things I want to ask you. So are you looking forward to doing your weekly reviews again?
Absolutely, it's gonna be. It's an adventure to do those videos every night. I lose sleep, but I honestly find it fun. It's a challenge to be able to like watch the episode and be able to like record something and post it up the next day by 8. Since I live in Hawaii, we have like we're like 3 hours behind the West Coast.
Because of the daylight savings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get like 3 hours.
I hate.
Like, yeah.
I hate daylight savings. I'm also daylight savings. I mean, it makes sense for first to like not do daylight savings if other people don't do daylight savings. But when people do like daylight savings and we don't, you know, it makes it extremely hard. Sorry, I know this isn't related to PreCure, but you know, so.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because of it now, I do have to post the video like at 5 o'clock my time. So
do you have like a specific time you upload your videos? Is there like a specific time you think works best for performance and stuff?
Like me personally, I try to get them up like I should not 5. I should say like 7 o'clock my time, which is going to be 10 o'clock like your time.
Yeah.
10 o'clock a.m. your time. So I want to try and get my videos up so that they're people can premiere with me at the best time possible. So I usually go by I usually go by the West Coast Pacific time.
Yeah, I love YouTube's like premiere system. I really think it can help with performance. It depends on your content. Like if you're doing a video a day, right, it doesn't make sense. But if you're doing maybe one a week, it does. You can like communicate with your audience, chat with them.
Yeah.
Really get some like engagement going.
Yep.
So do you think with the whole semi casting and like PreCure being on Crunchyroll, do you think that's gonna affect the performance of your videos in a positive way, since more people are going to probably be getting into the series?
Yeah, possibly. A little bit. Like, if we're gonna be honest, PreCure is a bit of a niche show, so it's those who want to watch it will watch it. Those who are curious, I'm not sure if they'll watch it.
I mean, do you think
right now, we're in a bit of a drought of new shows for the season, so people will probably watch it just out of curiosity.
So do you think like it being on Crunchyroll is going to help at all, or it's not going to make much of a difference?
A slight difference,
Okay.
not a huge one, I would say.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be able to watch it officially, you know, and not having to watch it on other places, you know. So, so since you know like a lot more about PreCure, what's your like opinion when it comes to like secret identities and PreCures and like reviewing those secret identities?
Kind of standard superhero stuff, really. Like they've done it a few times. It's like of course you've seen Precious reveal, obviously. So
yeah,
I think it's
it's
a bit of a trope that you have to keep your secret identity a secret and all that. I understand. It's obvious. It's for obviously good reasons and everything.
Yeah,
but
what I kind of find interesting is some series have that like PreCure are like public like figures and are well known, and some don't even know about PreCure that they're like fighting in secret. So, what do you like prefer? Do you think the consistent with that?
Consistent? Well, every series is almost like treated as a different universe outside of the.
Like that's why I'm explain that. So, does PreCure have like this like shared universe or no? Like it seems like they take place in the same universe, but it doesn't. And when you watch the crossover movies, I know you shouldn't take them too seriously.
Yeah, I think of recent it wasn't a thing until recently when they wanted to do the baton the baton pass scenes in every season, starting from Hold Sky. They wanted to do like have characters meet cameo in the follow episode of the previous show, and then kind of work.
Doesn't that create some plot holes? Because from the movies, they make it seem like they're in different universes, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it's a kids show, but I don't know. I would want some consistency. Like Power Rangers has kind of issues with this, but I think Power Rangers doesn't seem as messy as this. But,
yeah, it's a thing that Toy has. Like sometimes they like the company Toy that makes PreCure, they have a lot of inconsistencies with how they want to keep their universes glued together at this point, and it feels like they're just using Elmer's glue instead of super glue.
that was good. I mean, The super glue depends on the super glue, man, and it depends on the ammo glue. Hey, could be it could be the premium Elmer's glue.
Sure, I guess. But yeah, the rules about the universes seems to shift a lot. Like Star Twinkle ended, like Star Twinkle basically ended in a very confusing fashion of whether or not it's in the same universe. I won't spoil it too much, but for those who haven't seen Star Twinkle's last episode, there's Nodoka does appear in it, and it's just like the most confusing. Like, okay, so is it this or is it something else? I'm like, I won't, again, no spoilers, but she's, I don't know what they want to do with the universe at this point and with the crossovers.
Yeah.
I think the best way to look at it is for now at least just to treat them as their own thing, and then treat the All Stars movies as maybe a separate universe or some separate universe from
yeah.
those.
But what about the cameo episodes? Yeah. So you could make the argument that there could be two versions of the same character if you really want to get deep into the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah, sure. If you want to get more
complicated, you could make the argument that the Nodoka that you may see in Star Trek may not be the same Nodoka from like Healin Good.
Well, it's not. It's more than likely not, because the one that appears at the final episode of Star Twinkle it's something else entirely, which they did confirm.
Oh.
Again,
you gotta love it when like the producers confirm stuff and it just makes stuff more confusing.
Yeah, the Nodoka who appeared in the final episode of Star Twinkle was definitely not the Nodoka of this series, unless they use some kind of magic. But they're definitely not the same person. But then, of course, now we have the Miracle League movie, which that opens up a whole different can of worms.
Man, I'm still like new to this whole PreCure thing, and I'm already getting a headache.
Don't think about it too much. Just don't think about it too much.
So it's kind of like my relationship with Kingdom Hearts.
Well, I'll try and make sense of that. Good luck.
Hey, it makes sense. Like, it's gotten better. You know, you're not the only one with references and stuff. And I don't get like happy references half the time. I mostly because I haven't watched too much like Sentai and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it that most of your references are from Sentai?
Yeah, a lot of them from Sentai, from stuff I watch.
So one moment I didn't quite talk about was like the second episode. I thought like Madoka's not Madoka.
Nodoka.
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 Yeah, why did I say it? But yeah, I thought her failed transformation was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
When she
tried to do it with Peggyton, I believe, or actually not around.
Yeah. So has PreCure that done a lot? A character try using another character's like mascot or something to transform and fail, or no?
I don't think ever. It's a good way of actually setting up the rules for the world, obviously. So that it's both funny and beneficial to the show.
So how do you think PreCure is going to handle the whole crisis thing?
Well, it's hard to say. they've had plenty of time to rethink some of their scripts, obviously. So, and hopefully it won't affect it too much. My biggest concern is, of course, them removing the drama of Nolika's condition.
I hope not, because that's like my favorite part of the show.
Yep.
Like I love that. Man. So, do you watch live action shows? Don't worry, this is related. Do you watch any shows like Flash and stuff?
Not too many DCU shows right now. Yeah, not a lot of DCU shows. Mostly like Sentai and Kamen Rider. So.
Okay, so this is how the crisis kind of affected this, and I don't want it to happen. So they were like halfway through the season, and like they had to end their season early, and like episodes kind of got cut and moved to the like next season. So the ending for the current season wasn't supposed to be the ending. They had to kind of like make do with what they had. You know, I'm kind of concerned or curious if that's going to happen to PreCure. Though they do have the like advantage of it being animation versus like live action. You have actors and locations, so
yeah,
it may not be a problem.
Yeah, it may not. For live action, it's definitely gonna be a problem. I know Sentai and Kamen Rider are probably going to run into all kinds of issues. Fun fact, for Super Sentai, the red of the team was confirmed to have COVID for a little while. He's better now. He's better now, thankfully. But that was like a huge stumbling point. Thank God they it just happened to line up with the fact that the episode stopped around that time too, and now they're resuming pretty soon. So hopefully he's doing much better.
Yeah. Someone made a comment in like a PreCure discussion that could be like an interesting idea that they could like extend this like into a like second season. What would you think about them taking that route? Kind of like a Max Heart or like a Yes 5 Go kind of.
I highly doubt they'll do that because of the failure of Go-Go in terms of the toy sales and ratings. Mm-hmm. I think they've actually said that they don't want to ever do that again.
But do you think if things get rough, do you think it would be a good idea to like extend it instead of like cutting out plot points?
Absolutely, I would. Ideally, I would just like them to air every episode. I've heard like maybe a little bit like they're planning on not cutting anything, which I would find amazing if they did that, but I'll believe it when I see it, really.
Yeah, like it's a tough time for like animators and stuff. I'm sure people are working crazy overtime and stuff to get like stuff done. So another thing that I wanted to talk about. So I've seen like clips of like so a lot of times before I watch a PreCure season, I end up like spoiling myself on a lot of stuff because I'm a bad boy, and a lot of times it is centered around the like sixth gear. But this is going to be the first time where I'm gonna really not know who the sixth gear is going to be.
Yeah.
So, do you have any thoughts about the sixth gear? Who you think it's gonna be? Who you want it to be?
Like, I think it's. I won't spoil it for you, but like it's pretty much been confirmed. It's what exactly. I kind of know who it is, and I won't spoil it for you. I have a rough idea.
I mean, I have a guess. I feel like I'm wrong though.
Yeah, so let's just. I won't say anything. Just to avoid spoilers, I won't say anything, and just don't tell me anything in case I blur it out to you. But yeah, the six Ranger cure, shall we say, is. Do you know the name of it? Of the name of the cure, at least?
Is it Cure Earth?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like obviously, it was originally found out about through some hacking of the toys. I won't say which ones.
Yeah, I think I saw a video of that. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think I saw the like design and stuff. So
Yeah, the toy hack. Like they hacked one of the toys and they found out that there was a call for Cure Earth on it. For the six Ranger cures do concern me because sometimes they end up like stealing the spotlight, and then after they're done stealing the spotlight, they become irrelevant. Unfortunately, so then that just leaves the show with nothing.
yeah,
It's the same problem. It's the same problem with Power Rangers sometimes too. Like they introduce the Sixth Ranger, he becomes important. He or she becomes important, and then after their arc is done, okay, so just go in the back, and then we'll figure out what else to do with you later.
Yeah,
I hope there's a balance of how they treat the sixth Ranger, obviously.
And what episode does the like Sixth Ranger usually appear? Is it like around episode 20 or something like that?
Yeah, it's usually in the early 20s.
Okay, so we still have quite a while. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I'm wrong. Because I really do feel like my guess is way out there.
Yeah.
So,
I won't say anything because, again, just because everyone kept annoying me, I think I have a rough picture. I might be wrong about it too, but let's not spoil each other. So, let's just say that for the sake of this argument, what are your thoughts on like Six Rangers and like say Power Rangers and how they're treated sometimes?
I like most of them. I like it when it's a character that's already introduced.
Yeah.
Like when it's just some like random person who just shows up. It's like, yay, But when it's a character they've like built up, so some of my favorite like Six Ranger is like the Quantum Ranger, Titanium Ranger.
Yeah.
I saw like Trent from Dino Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like the Gold Ranger from Samurai. Isn't too bad.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like him, but I don't know. I find I've actually like met his actor in real life before.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. He was at like a free comic book day. Free
comic book day.
Yeah, pretty cool, nice guy. But yeah, I like him. I also liked Orion from Megaforce. It was one of the few things I liked from Megaforce. Megaforce. We could do
like you could count the good things on one hand, I bet.
Yeah.
Don't even need the whole hand.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, back on subject. I do hope that they balance things out with the Sixth Ranger and don't just like throw them in the back like some previous seasons have, or give them too much attention and they end up becoming like I don't know, Tommy Oliver or something.
Oh yeah, Tommy. It is kind of overrated. JDF is. Okay, I don't quite want to get into that, but I just feel like Power Rangers should focus on some other popular characters. You can't just rely on the Green Ranger.
You can't keep milking it over and over.
I mean, the actor does care about the franchise. That's why he does crossover. He wants to keep it going and like help it. I just wish they would get some more popular like Rangers, but though they just can't afford them. Yeah.
Six Rangers can be can either be a good thing or the best thing or the worst thing for a show, depending.
Yeah, like I really like PreCure passion from Fresh.
Yeah.
Like her whole like character arc. Mm. I know you talked about it in your like Fresh PreCure and your like Six Ranger video.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope we get a good like Six Ranger like her. You know, we're gonna have to wait like 10 or so
Seven
episodes.
weeks. Yeah, so like 7 weeks from now.
Okay.
So, I would say, yeah, almost I would say, if depending how they broadcast this, like another thing I brought up in my most recent video is like one possibility they have for broadcasting this is to take advantage of their YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say that's good if you speak Japanese, but then I remember we have Crunchyroll, so we would be fine. So
Yeah.
yeah.
When I said their YouTube channel, I mean like they could air the episodes on their YouTube channel, like premiere them on their YouTube channel would be a good idea.
Yeah.
If they have them finished, obviously, and just like pump them out a little bit more rapidly.
Do you think that's a good idea to just like
Post it on their website?
no posting a whole bunch of episodes at once?
Not a whole bunch, like at least like some of the filler episodes, I would say, like they could put on their YouTube.
And
But
they're broadcasting those and broadcast the other ones. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
I don't know. That's it'd be kind of weird posting some episodes on one platform and then posting the other ones on another platform.
well, they might. I'm just giving. Yeah, it might be a little bit complicated. I'll admit, and not everyone is like savvy with their YouTube, obviously.
Yeah.
But
and especially for the target audience.
well, target audience nowadays is a lot smarter than you give them credit for, I would say.
Well, yeah, but I think putting it on two different things, unless they put all the episodes on YouTube, then I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're saying is put some broadcasting and then put some on YouTube. I think that's a little bit complicated because then you have to keep, especially if you want to watch all the episodes. Like in order, you got to keep track which platform to watch when. You know.
We'll see. I mentioned also that it could just be the filler episodes that have no plot significance.
Yeah, but there probably might be people who still want to watch those in like order, you know.
Mm.
Get what I'm uh saying?
Yeah.
So I was scrolling through Amazon the other day, and I I, I was just like browsing through some of the PreCure video games. I forget which one. I think it was the Hugato.
Yeah.
It was either the Hugato or the Kira one.
I think the most one that comes to most people's mind right now that because it was on the Switch was the Hokuto one.
Yeah. I think, and it looks like kind of cool. It looked like it actually had some like action and stuff. Have you played any of the PreCure video games?
I haven't. I've looked at that. I've looked at the previews for them. The Hokuto one, it's actually a very children's game one that tries to disguise itself, I think, as an action game.
Okay.
It's pure license game that tries to make itself look cool on the outside, but then you find out what it really is on the inside.
Yeah, you haven't even played Puzzle Run, right?
No, I haven't played that.
I played a little bit. For what it is, it's not bad. For,
A bit of for a bit of a gotcha puzzle game.
like it, I wouldn't even call it that. It's pretty much Candy Crush.
Lovely.
Yeah. Like I don't get why. Like I think it would be so cool if they were to do like a PreCure FGO. Like I don't get why. I mean I get why because of probably the target like audience of PreCure, logos, but
Maybe a simplified RPG would be good.
yeah, like I think like PreCure has so many possibilities for like a good video game.
Yep.
But I feel like they aren't like committed. They could do RPG. They could do like a fighting game. There's like a lot of like.
I think there's like some maybe like old ones on the GBA or something that had like at least some side scrolling action. I've heard.
Yeah, I think there was.
I think there's a YouTube that you can look that up for PreCure video games, and there was at least one like a side scrolling action platformer.
Yeah, I think that was for the original PreCure, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I wouldn't put too much bet on it, though. It's like anime video games sometimes aren't all that great, just even from Japan. Just saying.
Yep,
Have you actually played a lot of these anime video games? They're kind of like feel like the most licensed games would feel like.
Which ones?
Like just any sort of anime video games, like they're just gonna feel like
Define anime video game.
Naruto fighting games or the I don't know.
Some of the Naruto fighting games are cool. So we're talking about like anime licensed and not like anime inspired, right?
Yeah, like anime licensed games, let's say.
Okay.
Like I don't know what the newer Naruto games are like. I know like the ones I played were kind of not all that good.
Yeah, I hear like the Ultimate like Ninja Storm games are like amazing.
Yeah, those look kind of good, but like anything else, like the Dragon Ball games have like so much varying quality to them.
Well, that's because there's like tons of them,
And I've seen them played other anime licensed games, I believe, and PreCure. I can't imagine getting all that great treatment. As I said, Hakuto is basically just a glorified children's game.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to have like a PreCure Dynasty Warrior style game.
PreCure Muso.
What?
PreCure Muso. Muso is the term for those types of games.
Oh, okay. Like, is that an actual game? There's actually a PreCure Muso?
No, like.
Oh, okay.
Like you would think, like Hyrule Warriors or something like that.
Yeah, it would, like I'd play it.
Yeah. I'm sure that they, like, even ignoring the target audience and all that, I just don't think they would put that much effort into them, honestly.
I mean, not even like a gacha game with like FGO or something like that.
Well, yeah, they could. If they want to make some cash, they could try some gacha games. Yes.
I mean, I don't got a problem with gacha games. I mean, I might make a gacha game one day. I was like a friend who's a pretty decent fan of like gacha games, especially FGO. He even like used to like streaming, and those like gacha games. Because I saw a recent video about they can get pretty deep,
Yeah, like I'm of course a big. I keep bringing up FGO in my videos, so I know about that. And obviously, PreCure was as ideal for gacha because you got a huge roster to choose.
but that's why I don't understand. Just make a gacha.
And you can get so many whales, so many whales.
I mean, I guess maybe the concern comes back to the target audience. That they don't want like kids to get addicted to gambling,
Obviously.
little girls. So
Yeah, that's why God. I know. We'll see. If they can at least do, it'd be nice if they could at least do something with them. But I wouldn't put. I wouldn't hold my breath, honestly, when it comes to PreCure video games.
What about a PreCure card game?
That'd be cool. But Japan is kind of overflowing with card games, really.
Oh yeah, like there's like so many like anime like card games. Like unless it's Yu-Gi-Oh, it doesn't always do well.
Yeah.
And even Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of starting to decline, I think.
Yeah, I could like the recent season, of course, it's basically all about oversimplifying the games for the kids nowadays.
Yeah, even though there are competitive tournaments where adults play.
And yet now I think Yu-Gi-Oh might be on the downturn, and Shadow Weavers might be overtaking it a little bit. I don't know. I don't keep up.
Shadow Weaver.
Yeah, that's a new card game anime right now.
Shadow Weaver or Shadowverse?
Shadowverse side.
Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a card anime called Shadowverse, but I haven't heard of Shadow Weaver, so...
Yeah, I know where I got Weavers from.
I mean, Shadow Weaver does sound like a cool name for an anime, but...
Yeah. But Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's being... Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's I enjoy as a fun watch, but as a card game, I'm not sure if I would ever want to play a Rush Duel.
Yeah, like you explained that to me, like I don't. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedrunning, right?
It's speedrunning because there's no limit to the normal summons. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd be a fan for it, so I would love to see them like do it more. But I just watch Sevens, not for the card games, just how ridiculously insane it gets.
Yeah. Is the story good at least?
Sorry, what?
Is the story good?
No, honestly, not really. It's kind of basic.
I guess that's what happens when you have like long running shows. That's actually kind of one of the things I want to ask you. So since you've been a PreCure fan for so long, and you have to do weekly reviews, you watch like so much of it. Do you still like PreCure, you think, or no?
Absolutely.
Is your love like decreasing? Because I know some of the recent seasons you haven't been the biggest fan of.
Even if I'm not a big fan of the recent seasons, I still want to give Healin Good as much a chance as possible.
Because I know when a quality of a franchise dips, people can tend to get burnt out on it, and be like, okay, I'm done with the series. I've had enough.
Yeah, understandable.
Danganronpa. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Because you're tight. Yeah. This series has had its big dips, and has had big dips recently, I would say. And yet it still has some great moments, in my opinion, even in Star Twinkle at times. So I could easily see Healin Good slipping up a lot more because of recent events, but
I hope not.
If there's still some good moments, but even in the worst of seasons, I would say like there's still great moments that I can appreciate. It probably won't help my overall feelings all that much, but at the same time, I'm also going to try and look for some good moments within even the worst of seasons.
Yeah, I hope like this situation, like it's one thing if like the writers just didn't do good writing, but when a show suffer because of like a real life event and like a production, that's when it it really is kind of sad, you know.
Yeah, kind of happened with Sweet, as I mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned that in one of your videos. I, I, I think I've seen like the first like 12 episodes, 8 episodes of Sweet. I didn't finish it, so.
Yeah, so you watched the stuff before I think the stuff before the Tohoku earthquakes of 2011.
Yeah. So I guess one last thing we have, I have like on the list, and we kind of already talked about it, but if you want to expand more, is did you kind of want to tell people about your overall thoughts of Glitter Force, the thing that kind of made you blow up on YouTube? You kind of know for the guy who talks about Glitter Force.
Yes, when I originally did the Glitter Force videos, I was trying to really defend it. Like the first Smile PreCure, the Glitter Force Smile PreCure was the adaptation of Smile PreCure. I thought was honestly not bad. It's had some obviously cringy moments of dubbing, but it still was competent. They kept in some of the most memeable moments from that series, and then they did Doki Doki so bad.
And like the Doki Doki isn't like a popular franchise in the series to begin with, right?
I love it. I personally love it. Yeah, it's divisive. I love it, and I can understand people not liking it for mana and all that, but I like it, and just see them take out so many episodes, including one of my favorite episodes in the entire franchise.
Yeah, I've seen a clip of that episode, and I knew when like I was also noticed about when that like dub was coming out. I was like, I hope they don't cut this. This looks like a cool scene. This scene is cool. Like they're probably gonna cut it, but let's be optimistic. I mean, it's like Saban. They've done good dubs. I like Digimon. I grew up on Digimon, but like, I mean, the recent Neo Saban seasons haven't been that great. At least at that time. That was before Dino Charge came out, which I think is probably the best Neo Saban season.
Sure.
But yeah, and like in your video, you explained that they like combine episodes together or something like that.
Yep, they Frankenstein some episodes together.
Wait, why? Like that requires effort. Why would you go through the effort of that?
To free up to lower the episode count, obviously. They wanted to get down the episode Glitter Force Doki Doki was split up into two 20-episode seasons, basically. And I think that was like a format they were trying to do for either Netflix or Nickelodeon or possibly both, even.
I mean, yeah, probably. But it was like like it's PreCure. They should realize the episode count and should know what they were getting into, you know?
They should. I think Doki Doki's episode count was lower than Smiles for for Glitter Force, because I think Glitter Force didn't take off all that well, so they didn't want to pay the price to do more episodes, basically.
Man, I wonder why Glitter Force didn't do so well.
Well, it's, as I said, it's a niche. PreCure is a niche series, so.
Well, I was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Because cutting out episodes, you know.
Yeah, but like let's look at it from the people from the point of view like of told normies who've never seen PreCure and just find it on Netflix. They're not automatically going to go for it because they're not familiar with it.
Yeah, I actually like around the time Glare Force came out. My mom was babysitting, and I think one of the little girls she was babysitting actually like watched Glare Force and I think liked it. So
that's good to see. That's good to hear. At least like, and then you can introduce her to Smile later and show her the episodes that were missing.
well, she doesn't babysit anymore, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, Glare Force, I think was kind of doomed because if you go watch it on Netflix, you also have like stuff like My Little Pony and other series that kids can watch too.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the good things about Glare Force is that like it introduces new people to the franchise.
Yeah.
Because I remember like going to a con and hearing a conversation and saying I forgot what they said, but they were like I wish like Glare Force sucks. I wish it didn't happen. And I'm thinking in my head, like it is important that we have Glare Force. I mean, it sucks that it sucks, but it's at least introducing new people to the franchise so they can go watch the Japanese versions if they want. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So having Healin Good on Crunchyroll just as the original subs and not some kind of cringy dubs, or we'll just like be able to.
Well, for now, you never know.
Yeah, it can be helpful. It can be helpful in the short term. Just hopefully, as we said at the top, it doesn't get too popular, and it's a good idea to build the fan base a little bit more.
Yeah, so if like a dub company were to dub PreCure again, who do you think would do a good job?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge dub person right now, but if anyone, well, honestly, from a pragmatic standpoint, I'm not sure if a lot of companies really would want to dub PreCure at this point.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you're going to like any of the other companies like Sentai, Funimation, what have you, Aniplex, they're not going to be interested in the kids shows that much.
Okay, take that like out the equation. Let's just say some of these companies were to do it. Who do you think would do the best job?
I don't know. I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust any of them with it, honestly.
I think like Funimation would do an okay job. I mean, it'd be better than Glare Force, but you know.
A lot of things are better than Glare Force.
Yeah. I wonder how Disney would handle it. I'm scared. That thought does kind of scare me.
I believe like they tried to dub Doraemon, one of the oldest like Japanese anime ever.
Yeah, I remember seeing that they had like Johnny Young Bosch as like the main character.
The hell?
Not Doraemon, but the kid, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just like, really? Didn't know that.
Yeah, he also played the main character in Yokai Watch too.
Who did Yokai Watch? I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't played the games, but Yokai Watch was pretty good. And I know it like aired on Disney. I don't know if like Disney did the dubbing, but I think it'd be cool to see like a PreCure dub again. Because there are some pretty talented English voice actors out there.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was kind of done by. Let's see. I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking it up, and yeah, aired on Disney XD. Not sure if they necessarily dubbed it, but yeah.
Like there was some legitimate good English voice acting. I know you say you're not big on like dubs and stuff, but
yeah. Call me a snob. I think it was. Oh, wait, was it done by Viz Media? It might have been done. Let's see. It was just looking at the wiki, but yeah, I'm not big on dubs right now. Personally, maybe it's just me, but yeah, I'll say right now for the show. I'll say for the record, subs better than dubs.
Don, he said it, boys. Get those pitchforks ready. I'm kidding, but I like dubs. I like subs and dubs. Like there's some good English dubs. There's some not so good English dubs.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else you wanted to add to this conversation before we kind of wrap things up?
Nothing much else. Like, yeah. I will say, just like I've also been looking up like tomorrow's episode. It looks like it's going to be, for one thing, it looks like it's going to be extremely well animated. So I hope anyone who's going to watch it and watch my reviews along with me is going to enjoy it, because it looks like it's going to be an amazing episode to come back on, at least.
One thing we didn't quite mention about the whole Crunchyroll thing, they haven't announced when they're going to simulcast it.
Yeah, I think like it's still like to be determined. They said TBD. Said like last time.
I mean, they do kind of have to at least simulcast the first 12 first, unless that they decide to just start on like episode 13.
Yeah, I think that they might try to simulcast episode 13 and just dump the other 12 on their site. They've done that for like other series, I believe. They'll dump the other 12 episodes at the same time.
No. What I'm saying is it'd be kind of weird if they just did episode 13 without dumping the other ones.
Yeah, they'll probably dump the first 12 episodes on their site for everyone to watch, and then start simulcasting one of the like 13 or 14. I'm not sure if they're 13 or 14. It doesn't look like, I keep like looking it up, and it doesn't look like they have a page. They don't have a page yet, even.
Yeah, like, and I haven't seen a trailer on their like Crunchyroll YouTube, because they post trailers of upcoming stuff. So
yeah, it seems like they're not really making the big deal of this season compared to other shows.
So, well, keep in mind it is like a leftover season, so
yeah.
So that kind of makes sense, but it still blows my mind that like Crunchyroll like picked up. So when I found out about the news, I was like laying on my bed. I was like scrolling through my phone, and I saw like a post, Crunchyroll summer lineup. I click on it because I'm doing these after shows. It'd be cool to see what Crunchyroll's gonna have and stuff. So I'm looking for the show, and I see Healin PreCure. I'm like, whoa, wait, what? But it said top picks. I'm like, oh, okay. They're probably not semi-casting it. They're probably just talking about the top picks. Then I scroll down, and then they have the like simulcast list, and then I see Healin PreCure again. And I'm like, whoa. So, and it was like funny because this was like the day after we like chat, and I was like, it'd be pretty cool if like PreCure would to at least get simulcasting.
You jinxed it. You said it.
Yeah, which you make it sound like it coming to Crunchyroll is a bad thing.
Just be a pragmatist.
I mean, do you want it to be more accessible or not?
Absolutely, I do. Yeah. And of course, I think the best thing for everyone is the fact that everyone's getting paid because of this.
Okay.
Like toys probably gain a nice little licensing fee off this, so that they can make up for some losses over this COVID thing, and
Yeah.
And of course, Crunchyroll at least has something on their summer lineup, which is wow, that is thin as all hell.
Yeah. Like, so I've been making a list of popular shows, and I'm like, oh, there's not too many like animes. I could keep doing this for years. It wouldn't be too bad. But then I compare it to like previous like seasons and stuff, and oh boy, there's like a big difference, man.
It's thin as all hell right now.
Yeah. So but it's probably like a blessing because if it wasn't for this whole like situation, we probably wouldn't be getting like PreCure,
Yep.
on Crunchyroll, which I am super excited for it. So
Mm-hmm.
I can introduce my friends and new people could be introduced. But so going forward for this episode, and I guess for the rest of the season, what do you want to see? And then we'll wrap things up.
For Healing Good, I would love to see like them developing the characters more. I would love to see like Nodoka be challenged because of her limitations due to her the damaged immune system, as well as a lot of other doctor stuff. I think that would be great. Like one of my favorite episodes was the Yips episode where they brought up like a real like something that made me actually look it up on the what's I had to actually look up the Yips, and it's a real thing and it's fascinating. So if you encourage kids to like learn more about medical stuff, which especially in these times, it'd be like fantastic.
Have they said what her condition was?
In the Chiyu episode, they showed that she had like the Yips. Nodoka, I'm not sure what her condition is. Like it's just the damaged immune system for now, I would say.
Yeah. We're talking about Nodoka.
Yeah, they never really revealed what it was. It seems to be respiratory related. So,
do you think it's related to the virus?
No.
The virus of the fictional world?
That would actually be an interesting twist.
Yeah, like maybe she had like some strong connection to that like world or something.
Like she's patient zero or something.
Or and maybe that's part of why she was destined to be repped and become a like preacher.
That'd be an awesome twist. Like
that's what I'm thinking.
That I mean, they've done a character who's patient zero before in a toy show, but that would be if they did that again. That'd still be awesome.
Which toy show is that? I'm kind of interested in it now.
Kamen Rider X-Aid.
Oh, I've seen some clips and music videos. It's actually one I've been thinking of watching.
Oh, watch it! It's awesome. It's fantastic.
Like I haven't watched much of Kamen Rider, but I like don't know where to start. You know,
X-Aid is a nice place to start.
But I guess like for me, I since this is like the first season, I'm like watching as it's like actually airing. You know, I just want to like enjoy it. I know that's very basic, but you know, I want good character development. I want like a cool, awesome 6 cure.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm hoping I would like Chiyu. If nothing, like I'm hoping this show can eventually sell me on her. You know, I don't know if it's going to. You know, we'll see. You know,
I like her for her deadpanness. Plus that episode of her of how she originally came to become a track runner, pole vaulter, I should say, was great, showing how she was inspired by just seeing the border between the ocean and the sky.
I actually don't remember that moment. Like I said, I like binge watch this, and I'm kind of like really lacking on sleep. So
Hmm.
like,
Yeah.
so
I would say watch that episode again. The track episode, the one where she's trying to pole vault.
yeah, like that was a good episode. Like I did like it, enjoy it, and I liked how her mascot character was trying to like prevent her, but they I like they even though she's like pushing herself too hard, she's like serious about it. I guess
Yeah.
and and as long as she has her friends' support, she'll be okay in the end. I think that's a very good like message. So
Yeah.
so anything else you want to add, and then we can wrap this up.
Nothing much else. I think we've covered most of what I want to say. Just watch my review. Just if I could use this platform, go watch my review tomorrow and
Yeah,
give me all give me the views, give me the views, give me the views.
I would link stuff in a
Yeah.
couple minutes, but this has been Anime After Shows. We provide high quality of your favorite animes. I have been your host, Nanohero. You can follow me at the real Nanohero and at twitch.tv/Nanohero. Our other host of today's episode has featured uh, Adam from AzenZone. You can check him out on Twitter at Adam Kiyosakai. There would be links in the description. Also, check out his YouTube. He does weekly PreCure uh, uh, videos, and Anime After Shows is created by yours truly, me, Nano here. Like I say, you can follow me at the real Nano here, and the music, which I don't think is actually playing. Hopefully in future episodes. But if you're watching this on the audio, I'm just going to like import it in. But the music has been done by Xavier Salvador. You can follow him at X_ABI ER. And 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 make sure to check out our other channels and brands like Nano's Indie Cafe. You can check out Nano's Indie Cafe at nanosindycafe.com and at Twitter at Nano's Indie Cafe. Check out the links in the description for more information and thank you everyone for watching. We will probably see you guys on Sunday, I think. So, so I'll see you all then.
Bye for now.